What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video on this lovely Monday morning, 2 weeks before kickoff, with the New York Jets going to San Francisco to take on the San Francisco 49ers. I am excited for that game, but what we have to get into today is the latest updates on important holdouts with Week 1 implications for both the Jets and the San Francisco 49ers.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
2 weeks from today, the New York Jets will be taking on the San Francisco 49ers, and you can get in on the action over at BetUS. Receive a 125% match deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 with my link down below in the description. You can head over to BetUS and take a look at the odds for this game. The Jets are 4-point underdogs, and the point total is set up at 44 points. So if you like the Jets to cover and the under, which I think will be a popular parlay for this game, you can either quick bet it, which is just a single game, a single bet on the game, or as I said, if you want to parlay it, I don't know, put $100, win 260. So you're getting a plus 260 bet over on BetUS if the New York Jets cover the 4-point spread and the game goes to the under at 44 points. All right, let's start with those New York Jets, the team that we all know and love. Moral of the story, Hassan Reddick, All right, let's get it started with the New York Jets. Give it up for day 35. Hassan Reddick holdout reaches day 35, which, if you remember, is the same amount of time it took for the New York Jets to sign Darrelle Revis in 2010. Now, Darrelle Revis held out that year. He was signed at the Roscoe Diner. Remember that one when the Jets were up at Cortland? They got a deal done. He reported. He was there for the first game of the year, got hurt in week 2, missed a couple games, came back and was stellar the rest of the way. He was fantastic in 2010. We know that, but guess what? He got hurt almost instantly, had to miss a couple of games, and I'm starting to have that fear. Not starting to, I've had for a little bit that fear with Hassan Reddick. If he signs today, which believe me, I would love that. It would make me very, very happy. A part of me would go, I'm a little bit concerned this guy's going to get hurt at some point. I pulled hamstring. Something strange like that, a cramp, I don't know, something where he's going to miss a little bit of time. Don't want to see injuries, obviously, but it looks like that's something that could be the case. Rich Cimini says that $1.75 million, the number is reaching in training camp fines as of today, almost $2 million. This is costing Hassan Reddick. He's hoping to cash in on a new deal. But as I mentioned, the Jets play a game in 14 days, and you are getting really, really, really close to the limit for when Hassan Reddick could sign for him to be eligible to play. Not eligible, but able to play in week 1 with enough time to ramp up. For me, honestly, I'm getting to the point where I'd almost be surprised if Hassan Reddick is on the field in week 1. Don't want that to be the case, but unless something drastic happens in the next 48 hours, probably going to be very difficult for him to play. Let's get to Trent Williams and the San Francisco 49ers side of the things. His holdout continues. He plans to hold out until his contract is reworked. Best left tackle in football. He is the 4th highest paid tackle in the sport right now. And he wants to be the number 1 paid tackle. Hard to blame him with the kind of production that he's had over the last couple of years. But he is in a very similar boat to Hassan Reddick, where he would need some time to ramp up, and something would have to happen pretty soon in order for him to be ready to go in week 1. And that would be a really big loss for the San Francisco 49ers. Just mentioned, one of the best left tackles in football. And we noticed a difference in the 49ers offense last year when he was on the field versus when he wasn't, especially in the run game. But for a New York Jets defense that, one, maybe has some questions about its run defense, but number 2 is built around the pass rush. Well, if you're suddenly going from Trent Williams to a backup left tackle, that makes things significantly easier for the New York Jets on the defensive side of the ball to get home. I jokingly tweeted, "Take your time, Trent Williams, get your bag. No reason to come back until week 2." And that is obviously tongue in cheek. I would like the Jets to beat the San Francisco 49ers at full strength. That would give me the most joy. But once again, Trent Williams not being in this game, like, you can't understate it. Same thing about Hassan Reddick. Now, is Hassan Reddick the best edge rusher in football? Is that a one-for-one comparison about the best left tackle versus, I don't know, what's Hassan? Top 15, top 10, top 10 edge rusher. Well, I'll say top 10 edge rusher. In the sport, that's obviously a really big difference, but Jets need Hassan Reddick. 49ers need Trent Williams. So they're relatively comparable. Also, we got to mention Brandon Auk as well. He is holding in, so slightly different from Trent Williams and Hassan Reddick, as it's a hold in. The latest with him, they're trying to work on a contract. There's been rumors with trades. There's been rumors with they're getting closer on a contract. He did travel with the team for the preseason finale in Vegas, but hasn't suited up. As I mentioned, it's been a hold in. It's really TBD if he gets a contract or is traded. Like, it's getting late for both of these things to happen. And like, same thing with Trent Williams and Hassan Reddick. Like, we are really reaching the limits here, as rosters are due at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Granted, there will be some changes after that, but you got to get your roster to 53 by 4 o'clock tomorrow. So a lot has to happen for both of these teams in the next 2 days. It would almost be surprising if they were getting their roster to 53 and then also signing Trent Williams, Brandon Auk, and Hassan Reddick. But I guess you never know. But these are 3 guys for you to keep a very close eye on, as it has major implications to the Jets Week 1 game against the San Francisco 49ers. So we'll see if that ends up being a factor with those guys playing or not. And again, we got a lot of time to talk about this. 14 more days. I cannot wait for the regular season to begin. Preseason is now over. We are transitioning into regular season mode. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to BetUS for being the sponsor of today's video. Don't forget to sign up. I am Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time.